Hello student, this is Navneet and welcome to my channel E-Learning Guruji. This is another video of the series Flamingo book, chapter number 7, The Interview. The interview, and the author of this chapter is Christopher Silvester. Christopher Silvester का ये चैप्टर है और इसमें इन्होंने जो इंटरव्यू क्यों लिया जाता है, कब से लिया जा रहा है, उसके बारे में डिस्कस किया है. इन्होंने बताया है कि हाउ इम्पोर्टेंट नाउडेज is interview, taking an interview, and how the celebrity feels about it, and what are the important parts that are being discussed on the interview. ठीक है. अब क्रिस्टोफर सिल्वेस्टर के बारे में बताया गया. He was a student of history at Peterhouse, Cambridge, and he was a reporter for Private Eye. Private Eye was a channel था और newspaper था. एंड उसके जो है ये रिपोर्टर थे फॉर 10 years एंड हैज रिटन फीचर्स फॉर वैनिटी फेयर. वैनिटी फेयर में इन्होंने फीचर्स वगैरह लिखे हैं. ठीक है. तो जो ये अभी इंटरव्यू के बारे में हम डिस्कस कर रहे हैं, दिस इज अ स्मॉल शॉर्ट स्टोरी टेकन फ्रॉम हिज वन ऑफ द बुक पेंगुइन ऑफ इंटरव्यूज. तो इसमें क्या है, बेसिकली उन्होंने इंपॉर्टेंस बताई है हाउ द सेलिब्रिटी फील्स एंड व्हाट आर द क्वालिटीज, व्हाट आर द पॉजिटिव व्यूज ऑफ द इंटरव्यू. तो इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ नहीं है. फिर लेटर ऑन टू दिस चैप्टर एक इंटरव्यू भी दिखाया गया है जिसमें हमारे जो है उम्बेर्टो एको जो है एक नॉवेलिस्ट हैं, राइटर हैं, प्रोफेसर हैं, उनका इंटरव्यू लिया जा रहा है. हिंदू एक न्यूज़पेपर है जिसके जो है जर्नलिस्ट उनका इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं और उनका नाम है मुकुंद पद्मनाभन. मुकुंद पद्मनाभन जो है हमारे हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर के जर्नलिस्ट हैं और वो इंटरव्यू ले रहे हैं उम्बर्टो एको के. उम्बर्टो एको इज इटली के फेमस नॉवेलिस्ट, ऑथर एंड राइटर एंड प्रोफेसर हैं. ठीक है. सो वी विल रीड एंड देयर आर दिस इज द ओनली स्टोरी. इसके अलावा कुछ ज्यादा स्टोरी है नहीं इसमें. नाउ क्वेश्चन आंसर्स आर इंपॉर्टेंट, सो विल डू क्वेश्चन आंसर्स. क्वेश्चन नंबर 1, what are some of the positive views on interviews? Now interview has many positive views because it has been there since 130 years. 130 साल पुराने टाइम से interviews are happening and interview has disclosed so many things about the personality. It tells about the truth. And journalism जो है it is an art. Basically nowadays it is called an art. Interview लेना जो है is an art nowadays. Next question, why do most celebrity writers despise being interviewed? Why do they scare? Now celebrity feels that interviewee or journalist by doing interview will discuss about their personal life and which they don't want to share with common or everyone. So they don't want to share their personal lives. That's why they are little scared. But on the other hand, interview is an art and it is talked about the personal information about any person. Next, what is the belief in some primitive cultures about being photographed? Now being photographed means like आप किसी की पर्सनल फोटो लेके उसकी आइडेंटिटी रिवील कर देते हो. That is what this is called primitive photograph. Okay, primitive culture about being photographed. Next question we have, what do you understand by the expression thumbprints on his windpipe? Now thumbprints on his windpipe means they feel like once you disclose somebody's personal identity by doing interview, they feel like choked. They feel like घुटन सी महसूस होती है उनको. ठीक है. Next we have, who in today's world is our chief source of information about personalities? Who discloses the personalities' personal information? And that is journalists. Journalists do the interviews with the personalities. So we are grateful and thankful to them that they are bringing up so much information about the personal life of any celebrity. ठीक है. Next we have then we have few questions. Do you think Umberto Eco likes being interviewed? Give reasons for your opinion. Umberto Eco does not necessarily like being interviewed, but yes, if honestly he's been interviewed, then he likes it a lot because he has so much work and he feels that it should be a decent conversation. So yes, Umberto Eco does like to being interviewed. And next we have, how does Eco find the time to write so much? So Eco is Umberto Eco. He finds time to write so much because he says there are two things he says. Once once a person is out of job, he has nothing to do. So in free time, you can write so many things. So on the other hand, he has said that writing those lines, and he has some kind of interest in writing. Next question we have, what was distinctive about Eco's academic writing style? So Umberto's academic writing is very distinctive, and it has a very personal, playful meaning of the expressions. So that's why his writing style is very unique. And also it is said that academic style, which usually depersonalized and often dry or boring. So it is not at all boring, and that's why he likes his style is called a very distinctive style. Next we have, did Umberto Eco consider himself a novelist first or an academic scholar? Yes, Umberto Eco considered himself as academic scholar first and then novelist. Why? Because he thinks that he said that I am first professor and then writing is my free time hobby, and when I am free, so that is like I do on some other time. So that's why he said academic scholar is the priority and the first he considered himself. Next, what is the reason for the huge success of the novel The Name of the Rose? The Name of the Rose was one of his famous novel that he has written. The Name of the Rose was sold like tens of millions of copies, so it was successive hit. So he's saying that there is not much discussion or mystery revealed about how this book was successful. But yes, there are one or two points that are described in the books. And he says that the name of the Rose is very serious novel, and it gives a picture of reality, and that's why it was so famous. So these were the question answers. I hope you liked it. Please do share it with your friends so that they understand each and every chapter, summary and question answers. And do subscribe and share it, and ask me question if you want me to do any deep video totally in English or Hindi, so I'll do it. Thank you. Bye.